coffee, tea, or angel time. Whatever time I feel like it to be. That's what time it is. Anyway. I got like a shadow there. Don't want that. Trying not to have to hold the phone today. It's a little better. Anyway. Sunday. I have some updates, some entertainment updates. So I wanted to be able to discuss it with you. And yeah, there's a lot of events getting ready to happen. Can't get the shadows out. All right, how's that? That's a little better? Good. So, one event that I was supposed to be part of, Sambalolo. So they were supposed to play on August 28th out in Montague. That has gotten canceled, and also the one in Northampton. So that's not happening. So for all of you who live out that way that planned on coming, as far as I know, it's canceled. So that's not happening. But the good news is if you live in Cambridge on August 22nd, man, I can't get the shadow out of here. August 22nd at La Fabrica in Central Square. Oh man, you got to go for that. But you got to get your tickets early. And I'm going to tell you how to get your tickets early. All right? And that is to contact the Reggae Takeover. And when you contact them, you can get your tickets online, or you can buy them at the door, I think, but I'm not positive. But I will be posting, I will be posting a flyer or whatever Dan Zimmerman posts. I'm going for the Reggae Takeover. I'm going to be sharing it on my page. Hi Pamela, how are you? So, yeah, I will repost it. And then you guys can get the link, and then you can go and buy your tickets early. So that's happening August 22nd. And the artist that will be performing will be Jarif McKenzie. He'll be opening up the show. And I believe that starts somewhere between 9:30 and 10. He'll be opening up, and then when he's done, it will be Richie Spice. Now, I've got to find out before I post whether it's in the back room or it's in the front room. So, Dan, if you're listening to this live feed, let us know. Because it doesn't say on the flyer. So, I will get that information for you. So, today's live feed is only about updates on bands that I know about. If I don't know about you, I can't talk about it. I know Ghetto People Band has been playing on Tuesdays at Jamaica Plain Haven. I think it's called Haven. So if Jonathan or Toussaint are on here or see this feed later, please put the link in the comments for everybody. So they're happening every Tuesday, and the time I think starts at somewhere between 9 p.m. So yeah, 9 p.m. until about midnight. It was 11, so maybe they changed it. Hopefully I got the right information. If not, please tell Jonathan or Toussaint to repost. So, or put the information below. Let's see. Jazz Spirit has been playing some gigs up in New Hampshire. So you can go to Jazz Spirit on Facebook, Josh Spirit Music, and they've been playing up there. I know that. Michael A. Gabriel is performing a lot down on the Cape, down in Harwich, Sandwich, Falmouth area. And if he gets to see this feed, or you know, you can contact him. He can also update his information here. Let's see who else. Every Thursday, you can catch Jimmy Trees and Kabir's son with Crush Factory at the Tavern at the End of the World, on Washington Street in Somerville, going towards Sullivan Station. If you're going from Union Square down that road, then it will be on your right, way before you get to Sullivan Station. And I believe they go on at 9:30, 10, something like that. And they go until 12, they go until 1. And Jimmy or Kabir, if you hear this, please put the information below in the comments section. Or send it to me and I will update it. Let's see, who else do I know? Oh, they had a big reggae festival in Charlemont. I think it ended today. I was so sad. I wanted to go to it. I had no one to ride with me, and I have a problem seeing at night, so that wouldn't have been a good thing. I can't take that shadow. That wouldn't have been a good thing for me to drive out there by myself, and I couldn't get anyone else to go, so it didn't happen. But I hope that they had a great show. I heard Sister Nancy was there. I want to say I saw something about meditations, but I'm not positive. There was a listing. So I hope it was a good festival. I really want to go to some of these things, but like I said, driving is just not an option for me if it's too far. And it's got to be a day trip. My life. I need new eyes. But I can see, so I'll be grateful. I can see, so I'm grateful for that. I just can't drive late at night. My brother, my 7% brother, how are you, Aaron? And David Williamson, how are you? Big up. So, let's see, who else is playing? Sam Balolo will be performing the first Monday of September. So you unless it changes, I'm pretty sure that will be a definite show, and then you'll see me play. But the one in Montague is canceled, as far as I know. I'm sad about that one. I was looking so forward to playing because I really enjoyed that the last time we were out there. But you know, I'm not gonna, you know, my whole thing about drumming is still learning, yes, and I'm going to just do drumming whenever I can and with people if they want me to. Otherwise, I'm going to be drumming by myself, you know. I'll just sit in the park all by my lonesome. And I'll videotape it and then share it with you all. My learning progress. I've decided during a long meditation that I had with myself and the creator of all things, that this is something that I am going to do. And not just my djembe, but my bongos, frickin' frack, and yes, I named them frickin' frack. For a long time I never named these bongos, and I've had these for like well over 30 something years. And I never named them. I never did. And I believe in naming things. It gives it energy. So like my djembe is Benji. You know, I named him right away. Yeah. So I definitely do have to name my instruments. So frickin' frack, and then I have my kungas. But my kungas are way too big to bring out. But I'm going to start playing them in the house and recording that. I did try to do it, I think a year or so. Time flies by. I can't keep up with it. I did play. I was in the room. I was trying to do like DJ stuff with the music and play my kungas, and I got flagged. I got flagged on Facebook saying I didn't have permission to play the music, which is so stupid. But now I know what to do. You do one song at a time, and then you upload it, and then you give them, the artist, the credit. Even though you say the name of the song, it's so dumb. I mean, I see DJs doing music all the time on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and they're not being flagged. So if you do 10 seconds of a song, it shouldn't be an issue. You're doing it for entertainment, and you're just spinning music, you know. So that's why you haven't seen me. Really? People that drive like crazy idiots. People say, Angel, you haven't been doing no radio in over like 5 years. I didn't even know it was that long that I haven't done anything. But you're right. Last show I had was, I want to say April, or I might have did it after April of 2019. 2019, yeah, I think April of 2019. It was for Glenn's birthday. And I played all music that he played drums in. So I did do that. And then I might have did one more show. I might have, or maybe not, because he ended up in the hospital in May. So maybe I didn't do another show. Yeah, I think that was the last show I did, was April of 2019. Sometime in April I did it. And I haven't done radio with David Martin for shoot, I want to say 10 years, because the Caribbean Connection radio station moved from Central Square over to somewhere in Blue Hill Ave, well, different parts of Dorchester, and yeah, and then it just fizzed out. And matter of fact, David Martin was on here the other night when I was live. I kind of talked about that a little bit. I really miss doing radio. I mean, that was just like, besides drumming, I would say that's another love. That's a special love, radio. Should have started sooner in my life journey, but I had kids, so it's like when I finally I left the island to go to school for radio and TV and all this stuff. I did go to school for it, but I didn't do it when I first left the island. And when my life is so funny. I moved to Dorchester, and I didn't get things done because I was out of my element, if that makes any sense. And all my goals and aspirations that I came up here to do just didn't happen. It didn't happen right away. It did happen, but it didn't happen when I left the island. I think I was about, I want to say 22, 21, 22. And yeah, I was out of my element. I did go to school for it eventually, but not until after I moved to Cambridge. And I was done having kids and living that life pattern. I went to school for acting. I went to school for modeling. I went to school for radio. I went to school for television and recording arts. And then around that time is when I started with the Caribbean Connection, after I finished recording arts. And I went to Trinidad for the first time during my class. Yeah, so it kind of put me behind a little bit, but I did pass. I did. I had a band then too, and we recorded some music in class. I still have it on one of those big tapes. So I've done a lot. Just didn't do it when I was younger, you know. Hey, but life is life. You can be who you want to be whenever you want to be who you want to be. And there's no time limit on it. So take it from me. I just did my life. I'm still doing it. Look at me now. I'm playing my djembe now. I'm playing my drums. Even though I've been a drummer all my life, I didn't pursue it the way I should have. Or maybe there is no such thing as I should have. Maybe it happened the way it happened, you know. The journey went this way instead of that way or this way. And that's the way it goes. And now I'm around the right people, and they push me. My brother Aaron, he was right there. He kind of pushes me, and so does Ahmed and Boubacar and nephew's son Umar, and let's see, Michael and Mati, and there's so many of them. They push me. Even Pamela pushes me by just being a good friend, you know. So, not that I really need pushing, because I don't, you know. It's my journey, and I'm the one that's got to make up my mind to do it, right? So there you go. Let's see, who else is performing? I saw somebody else who was performing. Man, it's like eluding me. I thought I saw something with Lady Lee, and so if she tunes in here, Lady Lee, let me know. Let's see. Owen, how are you? Do you know anybody that's performing? Oh, Cambridge Carnival's coming up too. I think it's September 8th. Yeah, and I think you have some steel pan in the park events coming up too. So I will be posting things like that on the Cambridge Revelers page that I'm associated with, and I will post anything like that. I know we have the Cambridge Revelers is going to be putting on a workshop. I forget what it's called exactly, but it's about the diaspora of emancipation and how Carnival came to be. And I'm part of the Cambridge Revelers, so I'm usually one of the actors in the part, you know, in the skit, the workshop. And what we do is we do music, and we do dancing, and we do acting about the whole thing about Carnival and how it came to be in the Caribbean. You'll probably say, but Angel, you're not from the Caribbean. You don't know nothing about me. You're right, I'm not from the Caribbean. But I have associations with them, and therefore I do know the story, you know. So get over it. But I've been working with Lynette Laveau for years before I started radio. I used to model for her. Well, I was modeling by myself with a bunch of girls, and we were called Ambiance, and it was a mixed group of models from different places, and we used to model in the evenings in different places. And someone had told me about Lynette because she was a designer, and I needed clothing, you know, that was different. And so she started loaning me outfits that she created, and I would model them, and all the other models started getting jealous because I had good stuff. Yes, I did. I had something they didn't have, but it all worked out. And then yeah, I was in a couple of modeling troupes actually, along with acting, and I'm always doing something. If you know me, you know I'm always doing something. Always. So, anyway, then later in years, Lynette introduced me to David Martin. Pan in the Park on September 7th. Yes, thank you, Owen. So it's Pan in the Park. I'll come back to Lynette in 1 second. So there will be Pan in the Park on September 7th, and that's Saturday, 12 to 5. But where is it? Where is it? Where is it going to be, Owen? Because you didn't say where. I'll tell you where it is after Owen tells me where it is. But it'll be, I think, well, no, the one on Magazine Street got canceled, so it's not there. So Lynette later introduced me to David Martin, and then I told you about that story the other day. Okay. Sydney in, what? Sydney and Tudor? Is that like where the park is, where we always end up during Carnival? Right there where all the grass is? I think that's what you mean, right? Because that would make sense. Oh, the dog park. Was that up further? Oh, so where we always end up there in the park where we always have our little tents? That's a dog park? I know there's a dog park up a little further on Sydney Street. But anyway, you heard it, so you guys can find it. Sydney, yes, okay. Sydney in Tudor Park, which is the little grassy area once you're on Sydney Street on the right-hand side. That will be Pan in the Park on September 7th. So you all come out and enjoy that. Yeah, still celebrating Steel Pan Day. And then the following day will be Carnival on Sunday. No. So you say that's Saturday, September. Well, I think Lynette said Carnival was on September 8th, which is a Sunday, so that's kind of weird because usually it's on a Saturday. But 12 to 5. September 7th, Saturday, 12 to 5. And so Carnival is on a Sunday then this year, right? Owen? But back to Lynette. And then I modeled for Lynette too. She had her modeling troupe, and we did quite a few shows over in Dorchester and Roxbury and so forth. So I've been doing a lot of stuff in the Caribbean, and that's why I can say I can be part of whatever they ask me to do, because I know it. I've been to Trinidad. I've participated in many things when I went there. The 4 times total. I thought it was 3, but I looked at my passport the other day and found out I've been to Trinidad 4 times and I didn't even know. One time was, I think the one time that I went that I'm kind of like forgetting, because I wasn't around the Caribbean stuff as much because I got trapped down in Mayaro Beach down in San Fernando. well, past there. So I missed Carnival that year, and I got into trouble for that. But hey, life happens. Live and learn. I survived. I'm here to tell the story. I'm not going to tell that story because it's still traumatizing. Nothing bad happened to me. It's just I got stranded down there, and with somebody I really didn't want. I still don't want to speak names of, because that will make me angry. And you don't want to see an angel angry. Nah, you don't want to see that. So yeah, that year I kind of missed the whole Carnival thing. But I've been there 4 times total. I have. And most of the time when I was there, I was in the mask camps and learning about making masks and how to play masks, how to dance your costumes by the experts. I call them experts. So that when I was playing masks, I knew what I was doing. And it wasn't something I ever thought I'd be doing. But the first time was an experiment. People that I knew said, "Oh, you should play masks. You should just play masks." And I'm like, I don't know anything about this. This is when I didn't know much about playing anything or doing anything. I didn't know a lot about Trinidad at that time either. I just started being on the radio. And so they talked me into going to Trinidad, and I did. I had some weird experiences, but I did learn a lot by being in the mask camp, being with Midas, and they showed me exactly how to play. And the first time playing mask, I came in 3rd place, only because I was new to it, and I didn't know how competitions happen. But the second time, I don't know what happened the second time. Second time, my costume wasn't finished, so I think I placed 4th, only because the costume wasn't done. And the 3rd time, because I skipped the year, 3rd time, I came in 1st place in Boston and then New York. I didn't play in Cambridge that year. First year I played in Cambridge, very first year at Cambridge Carnival. And they didn't give out awards or anything like that for playing masks. It was just me, a couple other costumes from Midas, and maybe masked women and men might have had a couple costumes in there. And the Brazilians, they had like 4 or 5 costumes. So there's video that proves that I was in it, and I have a newspaper clipping, and I know I was the only big costume. And yeah, but they weren't doing competitions then. So, but I know if they were, I would have came in 1st place or whatever place, didn't matter. I enjoyed it. I like competing. I like competitions of any kind. I've always been that way. So, yeah. So did I forget anything? If there's any other events happening, feel free to leave it in the comments below if you see this video later, or update anything that I did say that's happening. Like I said, I know Lady Lee is going to be doing something, and I think there's a couple of other people in Boston that are doing something. And then Jonathan Gramlin and Toussaint, the Liberator, which is AKA Paul Barrett, are also doing quite a few performances around in the immediate area of between Somerville, Cambridge, Boston, etc. They're always doing something. So I just don't have all that information on me. So, and there are other artists that are not around here that are also performing, and they can feel free to shout themselves out in my comment section as well and say where they're performing. Like Christopher Mitchell, jazz saxophonist, and Damola, the violinist. For sure, these are artists that I have been following and I totally enjoy. They just were in Houston, I think, doing a combo. They're so awesome together. So I don't know, like, more people need to come on here when I'm on here so they can get engaged in what I'm talking about. But I appreciate you, Owen, for coming on and putting that information out. It's totally awesome. And you can also put anything else in the comments. Let me see, is there anything else? Oh, the Italian festival is supposed to be coming up, as well as the Portuguese festival. They're usually around the same time together. And I want to say they're usually around the same time as Cambridge Carnival, and they may very well be, or they're just before it. But I haven't seen no signs of it. I did see something the other day saying that the Portuguese Carnival was coming in August, so maybe towards the end of August. What else can I tell you? I know I'm forgetting something important. I know I am, but I just can't think of what it is. But I don't want to be on here a long time anyways. Today was a self-care day, take care of Angel Day. And then I took a walk, and now I'm here talking to you all. Owen, oh, thank you. The Makanda Jazz Band, is that right? Makanda Jazz Band, free at the Codman Square Library on Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. So Owen just put that in the link below. Matter of fact, there's another concert in Cambridge in the park. I just missed one on the 15th. Hey Troy Vanderhoop, how are you? I'm glad I get to see you on there this time. Yeah, I missed the concert on the 15th. I was there. It was down on Water Street area in Cambridge, which is my favorite area. I usually go down there and ride my bike or do my drumming. And I was down there and I rode my bike over to the area and I got rained out. I got stuck in the rain. And the reason I was riding my bike over there was because I heard the sound checking of the drum set. And I said, let me get over there real quick so I could see how I have to get into the concert, if I have to pay, or I could just find a spot outside. And there we go with the police cars and fire engines every time I do a live feed. So I got there, and downpour for 2 hours. So I don't even know if the concert went on, because as soon as it stopped raining, I booked it home. I got home in 10 minutes. That's how fast I was riding. I said, I don't want to get caught in this rain. And I get home and the sun came out. So I missed the concert. But they usually have one every Thursday. So I want to say it's called Cambridge Green. And they have concerts over there. And there's other parks in the vicinity of Cambridge that have different concerts. But I don't know who they are, where they are. I have to get back into the agenda of knowing what's going on. Oh, Harvard Square was supposed to be having something. Oh, maybe they already had it. It might be over now. But they were supposed to have some kind of reggae festival. That's what it said. In the square. Harvard Square. But I think it rained that day, so I don't think it really happened. That would have been Saturday. Not this Saturday, but the Saturday before. Yeah, so that's what's going on. That's my update on current affairs. Like I said, I will be part of the Cambridge Revelers Emancipation Workshop. That's what I'm gonna call it, because I can't remember what we're actually calling it, but we've done it a couple times. It's been very successful. So I will be helping out with that. But this time it's going to happen on Carnival Day in Cambridge, and that will be September 8th. That is a Sunday. We've been confirmed with Owen. In the same park on Sydney Street. So we're not going to be in the parade this year. We're just going to be in the park, and we're going to have a tent, and we'll be doing the workshop there. That's all I know for the time being. That's just a little preview of it. I will be posting on Cambridge Revelers page. You can go there and subscribe to it. Not subscribe like pay anything. Just you know, like it. Just like it, share it. And I will post updates there and sometimes on my page. So that we are going to be looking for participants who are trainable, and it's not hard, really. It really isn't hard. It's just about putting a costume on and dancing. Dancing to the music. And Lynette will be facilitating that. If I could do it, well, I could do anything, so I can't say if I can do it, you could do it, because I could do anything. Anything anybody gives me to do, I'm doing it. Owen knows. He's been seeing me do stuff for years. There's nothing on this planet that I have not done. Well, there probably are a few things, but there's nothing on this planet that you could give me that I won't be able to do. Yeah, just I'm tooting that horn. That means I'm capable of doing anything. Well, maybe not the limbo. That one I'm not doing. And that's only because I can't bend down like that. But I can go under it. Just saying. Well, it's not my thing. That's just not my thing. But, you know, on a creative level, Angel can do anything. Challenge me. I'm not going to run, though. Our track is over. I've done that. I started the girls' track team on the Vineyard, and so now they have a girls' track team. I will never get credit for that, but we did it. I got into trouble in school for it, but there's a girls' track team now. I think there's even a girls' football team. I was on a football team with all girls, and they would only let us play in the winter time, so we played. Yeah, I've done a lot of things, but that's a story for another day. I just wanted to let you know what's going on, and little update. I'm sitting here in my favorite spot in the park. Let me show you. All by my lonesome. Yep. This is where I am. Only a couple cars. Matter of fact, that car right there has been here all week. So I'm thinking somebody's sleeping in the building behind me. Maybe he's in there. I don't know. But that's where I'm at. I am enjoying peace and quiet and not watching TV. Because if I'm in the house, I'm going to turn into a couch potato. So I had to take a walk. A walk on the wild side. But anyway, let me go. So I got some drumming to do. And yeah, I should have brought my drum out here. That's the next thing. I'm going to bring my drum in this parking lot. It would be awesome to play here. Totally awesome. But that's my focus in life right now, folks, is my drumming. And I don't have to play with people. I don't have to play in a band, but I like it. I love it. I can't become part of any one band, but I love it. I love learning new music. I was going to go to the Cantab tonight, but I'm not going to drive to Central Square. It might rain, so that's not going to happen. But, yeah, I love it. But I'm going to focus on me and my drumming and just upload the videos, like I said. Oh, good news. I got enough subscribers, but that doesn't mean you don't subscribe. If you haven't done it yet, go to YouTube. Go to AngelNaphtali's Journey and subscribe. I've got up to 60 now. So tomorrow, supposedly, I can go live there. That's what it said. It said 24 hours from now. So tomorrow evening, I'm going to try and see if I could do a little short video from there and see if I can cross it over to Instagram and Facebook later. All right? But if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please help me out. I need subscribers. It doesn't cost you nothing. Just hit the button and subscribe. Like it. Like my videos, and I've got plenty on there. I got 100, maybe 100 and almost 30 videos up there. Short ones, long ones. I put everything. It's all about my journey. It's all about the things in my life that I'm doing. Entertaining you. Drumming. Dancing. Ranting. I love ranting. I love it. But yeah, I feel so good. I feel so, even though life is like a roller coaster, I feel good because of you. Oh yeah, I feel so good. All right, let me stop. All right, I'm gonna go home. The sun's gone down. The moon is up somewhere. So I feel good, and I'll talk to you on the morrow. All right? Peace and love. Take care of yourself.